How about old Tiny, huh? Boy, that's pretty neat. Those deer are so resilient, it's amazing what they can take and survive. We raised her, fixed a broke leg, kicked her back out into the wild. She disappeared for, I don't know, she's been gone for 6 months or so. And lo and behold, we came home the other day and there she was standing in the yard looking for a meal. Pretty neat story, really. Yeah, we didn't know when we saved Tiny's life we were setting up a welfare for wild animals. You know, kind of like our kids. We're hoping we send them off to college, and next thing you know, they're showing back up at the door looking for a handout. If he's moving, don't do anything. Just let him go. Whoa, there you go. Good boy. All right, Sam's going to start us off this morning with a nice little bay colt that we've had under saddle once already. And Sam's going to pick him up here and do a little more round pinning with him. I'm just going to kind of help him through the process. We don't expect anything too crazy here. We just want to get Sam to understand that this process should be smooth and fluid. Now see if you can move to his balance point there and get a little draw back. No, move to his balance point. There you go. Get a little draw back. No. You're too far ahead of him. Turn him around. That's okay this time. But try to get that backwards draw before he comes around. Now these two colts that we're going to work today are both sired by a stallion that we own named He's Playing for Keeps. He's Playing for Keeps is a son of a horse named Playgun that we stand out at the 4-6s ranch. And these Keeps babies are some of our favorite ranch horses.
Come on. I know. It's serious.
The balance point is crucial. If you're going to be successful with these horses, you got to understand the balance point. See if you can get him to stop square, Sam, in his tracks instead of facing up to you, okay? And you're going to do that with your body position, okay? And then get him to lift your hand up and just try to move him backwards in his tracks before he turns around. Now you might have to move to his balance point, so you got to be at his balance point. There you go, good. Now stop him. Now you're standing about in the right spot now.
Okay.
But the only problem there is that you left the door open for him to face up to you. When you stop him, you got to block that shoulder from coming this way with your hand, and then step back and bring him back with you with the flag. The balance point's one of those concepts that you just really have to understand if you're going to work with horses and cattle. Essentially what the balance point is, and some folks call it a drive line, they may even have another word for it, I don't know. But if you were to draw a line approximately through the animal's shoulder, it's the point to where if you apply pressure behind the balance point, the animal will go forward. And if you go and apply pressure in front of the balance point, it'll either drive the animal back or it'll make it change directions. So you can understand why you really need to get this concept, and you need to get good at feeling for that balance point on an animal. And you can let him wander over towards the fence a little bit. There you go. There you go. Now that hand, see, I would step 45 degrees toward his hip right there. And put your right hand up in the air. There you go. Now you can take that flag and bump him backwards a little bit. There. See there? Good job. Now quit. Let him. He did it. He did it. You got to let him know that he did the right thing, right?
Okay.
You got to reward the slightest try. So if he just gives you even a half a step backwards right there, if he stays square, gives you that half a step, just let him chill right there and say, okay. And just let him soak on that for a minute before you turn him around. All right, so this is the way that you pack a saddle around when you're starting colts, okay? It's one-handed. It's under your arm here, kind of like you're carrying your school books. And I understand that it can be a little awkward for some folks if they haven't done this much before, but I really emphasize learning how to do this because as you can see, you know, you got a lot of freedom of movement there. You know, you can hold on to the lead rope or you can hold your blanket or whatever. You can pet your horse, you know, you can comb your mustache. You can do whatever you need to do in this position. Put your hand on the camel, underneath the camel of the saddle. There you go, yep, just like that. Just flip it up and carry it like a book. Flip it all the way up vertical. There you go, yep, just like that. There you go.
Now what I didn't get is how do you go from here to there?
Just reach your hand up there and grab the front of it. But you got way too much lead rope out there. There you go. There you go. There you go. Just hold one. There you go. Just like that. Yep. And then just let him smell it. See what it is. Just kind of touch, reach up there and see it. And you know, you almost want to take a test run by taking it to his neck or his shoulder to see if he's going to leave the country before you go to fling it up there. Because if he don't like it, you fling it up on his back, sure it's going to help things, you know. There you go. And remember, if you take it up there and he moves away, you got to stay there until he stands still. That's why I always keep it in that vertical position. I don't ever flatten it out like that. All right, now we got the saddle cinched down on this colt. Next thing to do is just get his feet moving.
There we go.
Now, it's not uncommon at all for a young horse to jump around a little bit the first time you cinch a saddle down on him. Okay? In fact, I kind of like to see it because it tells me what I can expect from that colt later on down the road. It doesn't mean that that horse is going to be a bronc. In fact, none of the horses that we ever start under saddle continue bucking later on in their career. It's just a reaction, and it's nothing to worry about.
So that a year and a half ago that you did Lucky, we're doing the same thing with Lucky a year and a half ago or so?
2 years ago, right? You know, the slightest little thing can distract these colts. Mark was behind the camera there, and he happened to be running his mouth, and what do you know? He got this colt's attention. We were just about finished, and then it's the fact that you're changing your seat position. All right, now this colt got a little bit sideways when Sam went to flip his rope from one side to the other. Not only did the rope sort of spook him when it came by, but Sam shifted his seat position from one that was back in the saddle to one that was out here in order to get the advantage. All of that was just a surprise to this colt. It's no big deal. We're just going to stay with him till we can get it worked out. Just take the opportunity to practice and get good with it. Just like with anything, you know, with these young horses, you just do things over and over again, basically, until they figure out it's not going to kill them, and then they'll just move on. Now, when you have as many foals as we do around here, it's inevitable that you're going to have a little trouble here and there. This foal is a little bit dehydrated because his mama didn't want to stand still and let him nurse. So we just put him on some IV electrolytes just to help him get along. He's going to be just fine, no problem. I think you gotta go. You'll be able to see bubbles coming up. Oh, Junior. All right, Mama, why don't you do that? Now, this foal's mama is one waspy rip. I mean, we've had some bad mares in the past, but I never have one pin her ears and come at me with her teeth bared. This mare acts like she wants to bite a hunk out of me, and I really don't want to give her the chance. All right, so we got a new IV deal here, and we're trying to get it figured out. on top of all the other trouble we're having. Boy, thank God for Emma. You know, she's handy with these foals, and she's got nerves of steel when dealing with these rank mamas, and she understands how to handle the equipment and stuff, and she's just a lifesaver. All right, so we're trying to get this day wrapped up. My daughter Abigail just got out of school and she needs to put a ride on her Colt Diesel. So this will be Abigail's first time starting a colt. We bred her mare that he's playing for keeps here a couple of years ago, and she gave us this beautiful colt, and we call him Diesel. We're really excited about this, but I'm nervous at the same time. You know, she's going to have to put the first ride on this guy, and even though I'm certain that it's going to be safe, you just never know. There, you feel that? Feel his head kind of come towards you? Good. Don't say the word until after he stops. Boy, that kid's got a mouth on her, doesn't she? Well, apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Boy, this is a nice colt. These he's playing for keeps babies are just outstanding. I mean, they're so laid back and so easy to get along with. Abigail's really fortunate to have one like this that she can start for her first colt, you know. Her biggest problem is just gonna get him to move out. So what you do is you get all this stuff. On the horn like that. Remember how I showed you to carry it?
Yeah. How can I forget?
Hang on just a minute. All right. Throw it up there. Just throw it up there. Just throw it right up there. There you go.
Nice.
I just pull on the head.
Heck, Diesel took that like he'd been doing it his whole life. Roll him back. And just let him. Alright, now let him settle right there.
Oh.
There, see the mouth? See his mouth? That's what we like to see. Now that's what we look for in these young horses. You know, we want to see their mouth become active. They're licking and chewing, and it just means that they're absorbing a lot and that they're relaxed. Perfect. All right, move his feet. Remember, every time you change something, you need to move his feet. Our flag is so soggy.
Did you throw dirt on me?
I mean, it's just all muddy, wet.
Looks like you got a 10-pound catfish on the end of it.
No, it feels like a little,
Yeah, look at that pole.
like a little 2-pound red-breasted brim out there.
Yeah.
On a Zebco.
Zebco.
Go.
I mean,
Mount
you're
up.
over there like making a ruckus. I don't feel like getting bugged off.
What?
Well, the rest of us feel like seeing you
We
get
gotta
bucked
get him
off.
broke one way or the other. Punchy swell fork saddle, $1,500. Wet soggy flag, $5. Spending time with your daughter starting colts, priceless. Turn. There you go. There you go. Grab that horn. So you got. There you go. Now just let him drag it. There you go. Now just go straight up right there. There you go. Good job. Man, this is a nice colt. You just wish that all of them were that easy, you know. All right, these February days are short. We're running out of daylight, so it's time to get this wrapped up. Heck, things couldn't have gone any better. All right, we're out of daylight. Time to go get some supper.
Okay.